Hi, everyone. My name is Pat Winters. I am the teacher for English 11 here at one of the teachers here for English 11 at Lake Central. And this is our 2020 virtual open house. Okay, so a little bit about me before I get started. I graduated from Marquette University in Milwaukee in 2010, and then got my master's degree from Arizona State University in 2015 in educational administration, so I could be a principal at some point if I wanted, which at this point in 2020, excuse me, I don't. And so I have taught here. This is my seventh year here already. And but prior to that, I taught 3 years at Benjamin Franklin Middle School in Valparaiso. And I'm happy to work with your kids this year. I enjoy teaching this course. This course is American literature, so a lot of what we do follows American history chronologically. Now, this year is a little different. Um, we have come up with kind of a sequence of how we want to do things, but that is all subject to change because of the situation that we're in. And so I'll constantly be referring to this as we go. This is really kind of a fluid situation, so things can change. I think that we're finally settling in a little bit and getting in the hang of things, and things in class have been going fairly well. And so we just kind of have to roll with the changes that are going on and the situation that we're in, both if we're in school and if we're out of school as an e-learner. But overall, I think I like how things have gone so far. I have kind of settled in. It was a rough first couple days, but all in all, things are going well. So let's talk about grading. So our grades are calculated. It's the same as last year. So the quarter grades are calculated as such. So tests, papers, projects, those all fall under the category of test, and that's half the grade. So 50%. Quizzes are 35%. We take vocabulary quizzes, reading quizzes. There's 15 vocab quizzes throughout the year, and so we'll do those. And that stuff is 35%, and then homework is 15. Okay, so all in all, I tell the kids this too. I said, okay, so if we do a little simple math, 85% of your grade is tests and quizzes. And so what do we have to do? We have to study. And I think that's kind of a lost art in education is studying. And, I guess that we're to blame, so to speak, but I try and give the kids a lot of tools as to what they should study and how to do that, and whether they do or not is up to them. And so let's go on to the semester grade. So the semester grade is calculated as such, and this is really key for your kids, especially who are you're hoping to go on to the next level in college. And so these are the grades that schools will look at um, to see academic progress of your son or daughter. And so these are calculated where you have 43% is first quarter, 43 second, 14 is the percent is the weight of the final exam. And so speaking of the final exam, those things are always subject to change with our situation. If you remember last spring, we did not have a final exam. I don't know if that's going to happen in the fall. I'm not a I can't tell the future. If I did, I wouldn't be doing this right now. But everything is subject to change. We could have one, we could not, but it's 43, 43, 14. And again, those are the important grades for your son and daughter this year, should they want to go into college. Colleges will look at those scores along with other scores and other things that they do, and that's just kind of how things roll. So this year is extremely important. This class is not easy, and I tell people that right off the bat, and the kids kind of get freaked out by that but I tell it to, because there's a lot of work. There really is. And the way that we're doing things this year is a little different. I'll get to that later on. But they just need to be on task and make sure that they're getting everything completed. Speaking of which, so this is absent and sick late policy is the next bullet point here. So if you are absent, the English department's rule is that if you miss a day, you get a day. So if I miss 2 days of school, I get 2 days to turn things in. Okay. Now I am very flexible with this policy. I'm very flexible with this, and I'm not going to fault anyone for being out of school, especially now. I don't know what your situation is or people's situation at home. Like, people are staying home for all kind of different reasons, and I understand that, and I'm sympathetic to that myself. So as we go here, we just have to make sure that we're staying on things and getting things completed in a timely manner. Now, so absent work, again, you miss a day, you get a day. Now, the opposite of that is if you just straight up don't do something. Okay? And so if you miss some assignment now, which happens to everybody, uh, you can turn that in a day late for half credit, and after that it's done. I don't want to see it anymore. So I'm not one of these people who accepts assignments from August to December and January to May. I don't do that. It's not teaching anything, any responsibility, or getting things done on time. And so I don't believe in that. I will never do that. Um, and that's the way I do it in here. I know other people at Lake Central do it differently, and they do it that way, and that's their choice. This is mine. And so I will not accept any late work after one day. Now, papers are a different story. That gets reduced 10% over time. I'll go through that policy with your kids, and that'll be posted on Canvas soon. Now, tests are another story. So one of the biggest problems I had when I first started here was getting students to make up tests for whatever reason. And so what I started doing then is, if you miss a test or quiz, I put that in as a 0 right away. Now, students don't like that. Some parents don't like that. However, it's worked, and it gets people in here to get their stuff done. And so the grade will look bad for a time until it gets completed. Okay. So I'm just letting you guys know up front. It's not that, oh, they just got a 0 on a test. It's pretty hard to do. It's that they weren't there, they missed it, and they need to make it up. Okay. During PTE. Okay. Now, books. We have a new book this year. I usually give you the book fee in case it gets lost. That's TBA, and I'll put that on Canvas as soon as I have that information. But I just want to talk a little bit about the book. I was on the committee that chose it. It was my choice. That makes it sound like it was all me. But I voted to use this book. I like it. I think it's the most user-friendly book, especially for the kids, because everything you can do with this book, you could write right in the book. And so you're directly engaging with the text, and it's right there. There's no, book here, things online, other book here. There's none of that. It's all in one place, and there is an online component which we utilize in here and have already. And so I think it's good for us. A lot of the selections are similar or the same. There's a lot of new things as well. But I really like it, and because it's user friendly, especially for our students. Now, Canvas. All the handouts and things that I do this year will be online. A lot of the things that your kids turn in, most of them, if not all, will be online. It's just where we're at in terms of COVID and education, and I work with over 140 kids, and I have a new baby at home, and I don't want to be moving germs all over the place. So all that said, I'm not I'm gonna really limit the amount of back and forth paper passing. So everything is electronic. So your kids will tell you a lot of the things that we've done so far is on Canvas, and they do a Google Doc or turn things in, or we'll make. We had a project that they did, and that was via Padlet, and so there's a lot of different things that we'll use throughout the year in order to engage ourselves with the text, and a lot of that is going to have to be online and virtual. Okay, so I'm trying to, you guys, uh, it's it's been a challenge uh, meeting the kids' needs at home and in school, and the best way I can do it, or try to do it, is try and make it as similar as possible and easy on the kids as possible, and make sure that everybody's kind of on the same wavelength doing the same stuff. So there will be days where we're doing a lot of online things. There will be days where I'm up here talking a lot, and it just kind of depends on what the material is and how I want to deliver that. So again, a lot of the things will be on Canvas, will be submitted on Canvas, and again, it's just, it makes it easy, and it also makes it easy because should we go home at some point, again, it'll be a very smooth, fluid transition from school to home. Okay. Last thing on here is Chromebook usage. So right now we're 1-to-1. I think it's a great thing, and so if we have the Chromebooks and technology at our fingertips, we need to use it. That's my opinion, and I have not always been Mr. Technology. I am slowly but surely becoming that person, and so we're going to utilize that technology. And so if we have it, we're going to use it, and the kids know that, so they should have their Chromebooks every day and bring that to class. Things will be posted on there for them to do after I either give them a lesson, or they work on things in class, and then we'll go from there. So again, with the Chromebooks, please make sure that they're charged. Please make sure that the kids bring them, and it's a good thing that we have those to use this year. I truly believe. So all in all, it's a privilege to be able to teach your son and daughter. They're a great I feel a great responsibility as a teacher toward them, not only to deliver top notch material to them, but also to just be a role model to them and a good person. And so that's not something that I take lightly. I will take care of your kids. I'll work with your kids. If things are not working so well for them, I promise that I will work with them to make things right. I'm very flexible in terms of, okay, I was sick, I was out for whatever reason. I'm very sympathetic to that. I get it. So if you need to get a hold of me, my email is pwinters@lcscmail.com. And my extension in the classroom is 2116. I moved classrooms this year, so it's 2116. Best way, though, is probably email to get a hold of me, and I will answer you back in a timely manner. And so, again, I hope that all of you are doing well. I wish we could do this in person. I really do enjoy open house when we have it here at school. But unfortunately, this year that's not possible. So I wish you all the best. I hope your families are doing well. Again, if you need anything, please don't hesitate to reach out. Stay safe. We'll talk to you soon.